everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. And welcome to yet another video for you guys tonight. Anyway, I will be talking about a various amount of things tonight. We'll be talking, of course, about Mohamed Salah's contract extension. Of course, still buzzing off that news yesterday, and I know all you guys are as well. We'll also as well be talking about Harvey Elliott becoming Liverpool's new number 19. Yes, he has changed his kit number as well, and he has spoken about it. And we'll have a few things on that. And as well, we'll also be talking about Julian Ward and what a first summer it has been for him as Liverpool's new sporting director, because let's be honest, he's done an amazing job so far, hasn't he? Instead of Michael Edwards. So, first 6 months has been very, very good for Mike. Of course, Julian Ward, of course, did have a huge shoes to fill in, I would say, with Michael Edwards, but of course it'll take time. But as first things have started, Julian Ward's done a fantastic job so far anyway. But if anyone is in the chat, then if you could, please feel free to leave a like, share and subscribe. Be very much appreciated if you could do so as well. Again, apologies if my voice does sound like an old man, or Sean Dyche, as we do like to say on the channel. I do apologize again. I'm still recovering from COVID, but it is getting better day by day anyway. So thank you so much if you have tuned in anyway. And hopefully all of you are on a fantastic day wherever you are around the world anyway. But Chris is in saying, evening, mate. Hope you are well. Hello, Chris. Hopefully on a fantastic day, my friend. Yeah, I'm good. Still trying to get over this horrible disease that is COVID, or virus that is COVID. But yeah, apart from that, I am doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you, mate. Anyway, but we'll talk and we'll get on to the first bit of news anyway, and that is Harvey Elliott. Yes, there he is, the brand new number 19 for Liverpool. Doesn't he look slick in the new kit for next season? As well. To be fair, when I said, because to be fair, on Twitter it came out saying, "Oh, Liverpool have a new number 19," and I was like, "New number 19? Like, who's this? Is it a brand new signing? Is this someone we've been linked to, or not been linked to, and we've ended up signing him again, or whatever?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." This this is promising. And then Harvey Elliott has changed his number to number 19 as well. Brilliant. I think look, it is just a squad number, don't get me wrong, it is just a kit number, but I think again it just goes to show the confidence that the likes of Jurgen Klopp has in the youngsters, of Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and so on. And I think it's a real true backstory with this as well, with Harvey Elliott. We show you here right now. This was Harvey Elliott, the young lad on the left-hand side. That was him attending a Liverpool game only a few years ago. And of course, wearing Mane 19 on the back. And like he said in his interview with LFC.com as well, saying that, I've watched Liverpool. Liverpool's my boyhood club. I've had, people like Sadio Mane wearing the likes of number 19 is really, an homage to him as well, which I thought was really nice. To be fair, like we've seen with Curtis Jones, wearing the 17, Steven Gerrard wearing the same number as well. There's similar, aspects to that as well. And again, I think it just goes to show that it shows that Jurgen Klopp has full faith in the youngsters of them too. I will have a show on Monday as well. Hopefully, we'll try and get a couple of other people on as well. We will be talking about the youth of Liverpool. We'll be going up and down the squad, looking at all the youth. Some in the starting 11 already, and elsewhere as well. What a big season it's going to be for them on Monday anyway. But for me, I think, look, Harvey Elliott, we all seen how good he was last year before his injury. Klopp had complete faith in him. He was starting ahead of the likes of, Jordan Henderson, Thiago, I think, as well, for one or two of the games. He did start ahead of him. And I think, look, that just goes to show, in my opinion, that what a star Harvey Elliott could be if he didn't get that injury. And look, I think even when he come back off his injury, I think Klopp brought him in and seeing what he could potentially do, but was like, right, we're gonna keep him fit for now, and then next season, then we'll go again with Harvey Elliott and try and have a look what he can do. Next season. I think again, if you said to me now, start a midfield three against Fulham tomorrow, I would put Harvey Elliott in that 11 alongside Fabinho and Thiago. Now, again, people will comment on this video going, "Oh, where's Jordan Henderson?" I think for a Liverpool to go attacking, I think that's probably Liverpool's best attacking midfield. I would say. We've seen it against the likes of, Chelsea last year, Leeds last year, and it was creating and being brilliant. I think that is probably Liverpool's best, attacking three. I would say if you're looking for more stability, of course, then you bring in the likes of Hendo, Keita as well, Naby as well. But I think going all out attack, I think that middle three, sorry, I think is the best three. And look, I can't wait to see what Harvey Elliott does this season, personally. But let me know your guys' thoughts as well on him as well. Getting the new number 19 as well. Of course, like I did say earlier, great memories of number 19 on the back of players. Of course, Sadio Mane being one of them anyway. You sound better. Salah new deal made you sound better. Yeah, no, it did, didn't it? Again, yesterday was, I wish, right? Do you like in Harry Potter where you can take the memory out of your mind and everyone can see it? I wish that I could do what I did yesterday when I found out the news about Salah, because oh my god, my head was giddy for about half an hour after that as well. But yeah, I am feeling better as well. Still feel massively rough at the minute, but at the minute all good, and that's the main point. Elliott and Carvalho are gonna be ones to watch who could break into the team next year, says Chris. Yeah, I think. Look, I think both of them get big amounts of minutes for the next couple of seasons. Well, as I say, a couple of next season in particular. Big up, Connor, mate. I hope you're feeling better today. You're cheating bastard. Thank you, John. Yeah, feel a bit better, mate. Just taking time. That's what I would say anyway. But yeah, guys, if you could please share out the stream as well. We were in the algorithm, and then because of COVID, it's been kicked out of it again. So yeah, if you could share, like, and subscribe as well, very much appreciated. As always, I think we've lost a couple of subscribers since yesterday for some reason. I don't know why, but we have lost some. Elliot always started ahead of Keita, but saying that that's not hard to do. For God's sake, Chris, you can't let it lie. Look. Naby Lad is a brilliant midfielder, Jesus Christ, me and you can have a gender like you do with Wrexham fans. Look, I'll batter you, lads. Not kidding. Hi, college chat. Hello, Bri. Hopefully on a fantastic day. Seeing De Jong wants to stay at Barca over Man United and has better offers in for him. Lads, United is so in the mud right now. Seen something before we came on saying, like, one of the United journals saying that Man United would have gone in a lot harder for Darwin Núñez if they known the news for about Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'm like, if you guys don't know about the news about Cristiano Ronaldo, well, he wants to leave. He loves Manchester United, but he loves Manchester United, but wants to leave to be in the Champions League. Yeah, it's exactly what everyone said would happen a year ago, and it's happened. But again, apparently they wanted to go really after if they had known the news about Cristiano Ronaldo, they would have gone more in for Darwin Núñez. FYI, Manchester United, Darwin Núñez wanted Champions League footy. This is why he didn't want you, and he wanted Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. So go and naff yourself. But yeah, they are in the mud, and do you know what? I absolutely love to see it. Without any contempt, I love to see it. and I hope that this continues for Manchester United. I hope it continues. I say this. I have family who support Manchester United, and yeah, I just love the fact that they are in the mud right now. Anyway, I would start Henderson in the big games. I agree. I would start more attacking midfielder against teams we should be beating. Yeah, exactly. I heard rumors Keita has rejected a contract with us. No, that's not happening. I won't mind us getting De Jong, says Chris. It's an interesting one, isn't it? I think was it 65 million euros is the bid at the minute, or Barca um have told Manchester United to bid for. It's interesting. How old is Frankie de Jong? I'll actually have a look now. Frankie de Jong, 25. It's again, it's that age where you want to really sign him now because you're going to get at least for a midfielder like that, a box to box midfielder that can play as a six as well. You're gonna get at least 6 years out of him, 6, 7 years of just prime Frankie De Jong. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know though. Jude Bellingham for me. De Jong doesn't want them. Ronaldo wants to leave. I'm loving it, says John. Yeah, it's brilliant. I can't wait to play them on the 12th of July now. I can't wait. It's going to be hilarious. And we're going to absolutely batter them. Darwin Núñez is going to score a hat trick. You hear first. Ronaldo part of the team that starting the place out last season, so I reckon he should stay and take the. Yeah, exactly. But it's exactly, and quote retweeted it earlier. With laughing and things like that. But Jamie Carragher said it right. Yes, Ronaldo scores goals. Yes, Ronaldo is the top goal scorer for Manchester United. But did he make the team worse? Yes, he did. I know we turn around and go, and I do particularly go, Manchester United finishing second the year they did, was a fluke, and it was a fluke. The fact that, we were 5 points, we were 5 points away from Manchester United, and we had the worst season we've had in years, and I mean years. It was probably one of the worst seasons ever in our history, or modern history anyway. And they celebrated that like if they were, let's not forget about United. United gave up on a title to stop us getting Champions League football that year, and last year as well. So all you could hear from Manchester United supporters was, "Oh, we're going to win league titles. We're going to, we're going to challenge. We're going to be the ones to stop Manchester City. This, that, and the other. We're the ones that are going to, win the league and stop everyone." And yeah, they couldn't even stop friggin' Norwich from beating them or Watford beating them. It's hilarious and I love it. Absolutely, I love it. Only problem with Barella is we had bad record signing Italian players that never do well. Yeah, of course. The famous Alberto Aquilani for that. Ideally, I want Bellingham or Barella, says Chris. Yeah, I Bellingham for me. I think he is the future. Again, 19 as well. Ridiculous. Núñez scores 5 past them. Easy loss, as John. Yeah, no, absolutely. Ronaldo is up around there next. Yeah, no, I'll try. Yeah, no, exactly. He is. For me, again, I spoke, obviously, like I said, I got family that Manchester United supporters, and I was speaking to them, and I asked them, I was like, why on earth have you signed Ronaldo at the time? Because, quite clearly, you need a defensive midfielder. That's the one thing Manchester United needed last season, quite clearly, was midfielder, but especially a defensive midfielder. It was like, oh, but it's Ronaldo. He'll score his goals. He'll win it. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like, we could literally sign Luis Suarez back. Suarez could literally score 20 goals. Is he better than Núñez or Mane of past? No, he's not. Not now anyway. But it's, again, it's that, Manchester City played the one on Manchester United when they were like, oh yeah, we're going to sign Ronaldo. I think even Fabrizio Romano talked that there was interest there, but there was no official bid. And United just got in before, oh, how much is he? Oh, 25 million euros. Oh, yeah, Sam, we'll buy him. And that, oh, yeah, we'll put him on £700,000 per week. Yeah, that's fine. Like, it's laughable. It is laughable. And I love it. The fact that they are crumbling under it anyway. But we'll move away from Cristiano Ronaldo anyway. But guys, let me know your thoughts on Harvey Elliott as well, getting the brand new number 19 at Liverpool anyway. But we'll talk about the best player in the Premier League anyway, and that is this man, Mohamed Salah. Of course, yesterday, if you guys are living under a rock, he did sign a brand new contract extension, which a lot of rival fans were going, oh, Liverpool have been played by Mohamed Salah. You've had to sell Mane, you've had to sell Minamino to finance this and that, and it's like, no, the money's there. Liverpool, look, and I've seen plenty of rival fans going, "Oh, Liverpool said they wouldn't go over their wage structure to, make sure they keep a player." The thing is, Liverpool are in different times. We're in different times at the minute, and as Liverpool Football Club, as a club, we've always been that club where we'd be fighting for to keep hold of a player like Torres, like Suarez, where we'd always be the ones where okay, we're the third or fourth or even fifth best team in England, and not be able to compete with the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid on the global stage. Now that's a lot different. Liverpool is the team that is up there constantly. Like, we are challenging for the Premier League each year. We're challenging for the Champions League each year. It's the fact that we are here, and the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real Madrid is up there still, I would say. Of course, they just beat us for a Champions League final. But the likes like Barcelona, Manchester United, they're down here, severely down here. And the fact that Mo, I think even could look at it and go, there's no way for me to go. There's absolutely no way that can give me what Liverpool have given me. And I think, look, I think he put it right himself. But I'll just leave that there, because this is what Mo did put on his Instagram at about, I think it was like 9 o'clock this morning. But it did get deleted within about half an hour. But if you guys know that clip, then you'll know where it's from anyway. But you'll definitely, like, it's funny because, yeah, it's even the clip of it as well, but I can't quite find the clip neither. And I think, look, it's funny how Mo, like Mo and his agent, we've all called Mo his agent, an idiot and that. And, I know plenty of people have, but to be fair, they did play with us, especially yesterday. They did play with us. And especially when Liverpool, like, we all should have relaxed when Liverpool come back and tweeted something about it. And especially when, I think when that, like, the football talk was there, and you were like, oh, well, something's happening. And that, but it is funny as well. But for me, I think I looked at it as well. 350. I think £350,000 per week over a 3 year. Over 3 years, it's like around £52 million. And of course, there'll be bonuses and other things as well. But I think always the big question is, and we spoke about this yesterday when we was going on about Mo. For me, I think that when you're looking to replace someone, can you afford to replace them? So, like with Sadio Mane, look, I don't think you can afford to replace Sadio Mane. He's brilliant what he does. But with Darwin Núñez, he offers you that something else. I think that what Liverpool are trying to go towards. Now, Mo Salah, and you look at that right-hand side, I think you're more looking at two replacements for Mo, because there isn't anyone at the moment where, you looked at it and it's, there's no one out there at the minute that can replicate Mohamed Salah numbers at the minute at that £52 million, price, because you've got to take into consideration a fee, wages, bonuses, agent fees, and that. There isn't anyone, and look, that's at a base minimum at the minute. Of course, it might be even more with bonuses and that for Mohamed Salah, but what we got told yesterday is his contract per week is 350 at the minute. There is probably going to be more, but again, we don't know yet what's happening with that. Nothing's been reported else yet. I can see John's mentioned in the chat. I've seen it's 500k all in Connor, if it is 500k, then I'll actually, that's probably more easier to work out, but I can't work it out in my head. Let me just work that out a minute anyway. I'll do it after the show, to be fair, because the calculator on my laptop it's just confusing my head. But yeah, if it is 500k a week, then again, it's huge amounts of numbers in it. But can you replace Mohamed Salah? Without that, then no, I don't think you can. And there isn't many players out there at the minute that can replace Mohamed Salah, so it's just easier just to sign into that new deal. And look, the stress is gone now, isn't it, guys? Mohamed Salah is done and dusted for the next couple of years, and I absolutely love it. I love, the fact that we don't have to worry now about next season and going, oh, is Mo gonna leave? Isn't he gonna leave? It's done. It's dusted. We have our front three now for, well, the front forwards now for a while. Obviously, the whole talk will be talking now about, Bobby and so on, but we'll talk about that throughout the season now. I would think anyway. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Anyway, about Mo signing a new deal as well, and also as well, let me know as well. How many goals and assists do you think he'll keep up with his level? Because I've seen something earlier on like a predicted thing that says that Mo should get at least 20 goals, 20 goals plus over his next 3 seasons. So it's exciting. It is very, very exciting. Anyway, I was sure he was going to leave next season. Salah, great news, says Bry. Yeah, no, absolutely. FSG have no excuses now, Connor, not to be paying the world class players the money they deserve. Deserve Salah deal shows that exactly. Excuses for what? They stamped up and paid the money. Who else is asking for big increases? It's good news, not stick to beat FSG, in my opinion. I think what John means there, Bry, is the fact that there was no excuses to pay Mo, because look, Mo is probably the first player in Liverpool's history that you can arguably give it to. I don't think there's anyone else out there that you could just go, oh yeah, there's £350, 350k a week. Go and show us what you can do. I think plain and simple, we know what Mo can do. And look, I think it'll be interesting to see anyway. But yeah, I can't wait, to be fair. Probably in terms of we need to think about wages, not excuses anymore. We are one of the best teams in the world. We should be going after the best. Yeah, no, exactly. With Nunes, Connor, I think Salah gets near 30 goals next season. I'd hope so. I'd bloody hope so for next year. Anyway, I would hope that we could get near enough 30 goals for both next year. And it would be interesting as well if we went more like 17-18 Liverpool, where, we had Bobby, I think, was plus 30 goals. Salah and Mane were plus 30 goals in that season, I think. So, I'd like to see something like that again. But of course, defensively that year we was a bit shady, but we didn't have Virgil van Dijk for the entirety of the season. So, maybe we might go a bit better than that. Anyway, but of course, it's going to be this season already is going to be something special. I don't know. It's just something you can feel already. I think from the heartbreak of the end of last year, I think there's something there already that suggests that it's going to be something amazing. But we'll move on then to the final part of today's video, and that is this man on your screen right now, Julian Ward. And I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about what amazing first couple of months it has been for Julian Ward. Because around probably around this time last year, the rumours about Michael Edwards was starting to, go around, and then it was official that he was leaving. And of course, Julian Ward has been around Michael Edwards, I think, for the last 2-3 years now, taking up all the information, soaking all the information up from him. And of course, we knew in January, Julian Ward was the one who got Luis Diaz. He was the one that did push this deal over the line. before Michael Edwards left the club. And then since then, of course, he's got the deals done for Darwin Núñez. He's got the deals done for Fabio Carvalho and Calvin Ramsey. He's got Jurgen Klopp to sign his new contract, and Mohamed Salah as well. Probably the two biggest, signings then realistically, in both Jurgen Klopp getting his new deal done and Mohamed Salah in recent memory. And I think, look, a lot of praise has to go on to Julian Ward's shoulders, because the pressure of coming in, and it was a real time of uncertainty, wasn't it? I think all of us was stressed a little bit about what was next for Liverpool, because I think with Jurgen Klopp potentially going, you then had that thought of who is the next person going to be for Liverpool? We had, people had the conversations about, would it be, someone from outside? Will it be Pep Linders, and so on? Who would it be? Who could it be in 2024? And I think a lot of people got stressed about it, even though it was, a thing where I think plenty of us said, look, it will take time, but it will get done. And that was the same with both Jurgen and Mo. And I think Julian Ward, to do that as well, and to leave at a time as well where you've had someone at the club like Michael Edwards for 10 plus years and do such an amazing job. And look, again, Julian Ward might make mistakes from now and until he's done at Liverpool, but for me, I think he's done brilliantly. To get those two done, to bring in Darwin Núñez, one of the most promising young strikers in the world, where you look on the striker market and it's quite bare out on the market right now. Calvin Ramsey looks to be one for the future as well. Fabio Carvalho is one for the future. And of course you'll get deals done as well. But for me, this man in particular, I think, deserves a lot of praise. And I think, for me, he, as long as he stays at the club, and as long as we see progressiveness, if that's a word, I can't even think then. But if we see now contracts getting done, we know what's happening, and then we can focus fully then on a midfielder or midfielders for next season, then we know Julian Ward then is progressing well, and I think that's the important thing for next season as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts as well on, of course, Julian Ward, and as well everything else we've spoken about tonight. Anyway, it was not going to be a long stream tonight, again, excuse me, because again I am struggling with COVID. But again, I like bringing out videos for you guys anyway, but there won't be one tomorrow unless, of course, there's something breaking. It'll be Monday now. We'll be live anyway for you guys. Yeah, hopefully it'll be live Monday anyway. But John says, I already read that one out, I think. Did I read that one out? I don't think I did. I get what you're saying, but paying huge wages isn't a guarantee. Núñez and Diaz combined are on 160k combined. It's about getting the best players and getting a bit clever too, says Bright. Yeah, I would agree. Excuse me, bloody hell, excuse me. Brian, and with that, I fully agree also, but we should be able to offer the big wages when needed. Exactly, yeah, no, I would agree with that as well. Would I love another midfielder? Yes, I do, as it's risky relying on Thiago and Keita to stay fit a whole season. It's tragic if we don't sign one of no, it isn't. We've got options there. We do have a lot of options in midfield, to be fair. Can easily go 4-2-3-1. I think at the minute, excuse me, midfield options, I think people are forgetting the amount of midfielders we've got. If we look at the sixth position, we've got Fabinho, Hendo, Tyler Morton. Then in both eights, then you've got Hendo, Thiago, Keita, Carvalho, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Bobby Firmino could play there as well. And there's probably a load more that I haven't mentioned as well quickly. But there is so many players that we can easily play there as well. I just think that people are like, oh yeah, we need to sign a midfielder. We need to sign a midfielder. If Jurgen Klopp thinks it's fine, then I'm happy with that. Look, personal preference. Would I like Liverpool to sign a midfielder? Yes, I would. I think that would be then the squad complete. But if Jurgen Klopp feels okay, we can afford to wait one more summer, then fair enough. I think it's fine. Especially with Carvalho coming in as well, because I think he will offer something different. It's the fact that Klopp has said that he's not going anywhere this season. He's staying at Liverpool for the entirety of the season. I think just goes to show that Jurgen has a bright future, or thinks of a bright future for Carvalho, as well as the likes of Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott as well. Players who can play in midfield: Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, Keita, Jones, James Milner as well. Jesus Christ, I've got James Milner. Don't tell Liz that anyway. Milner, Elliott, Carvalho. Firmino can play attacking midfielder. I don't get why we hollow the moon like the wolf about it. Really, yeah, I would agree. That's the only worry I get with Salah signing a new deal. You're going to have the likes of Van Dijk that's knocking at the door saying, I should be on the same wages. Hopefully, that's not the case. I don't think that is the case, to be honest, though. I think and this is the worried thing I get with certain fans when they're like, oh, well, you're going to have other players bitching and moaning at the door. Liverpool don't bring in players like that. We don't bring in drama queens that are, that will just go, right, well, I'm just going to go in and just cause drama. We haven't got players like that. We never have. At the end of the day, Liverpool have players that will understand and if players have contracts and that, then fair enough. But we don't have people like Paul Pogba that will like come in the door and go, right, well, if he's earning that much, why can't I earn that much, even though he doesn't deserve to earn that much? Now, people like Virgil's already signed a new deal, so that won't get done. Alisson has already agreed a new deal, so he won't be doing that. But Liverpool are now in that bracket where we can go into that further. So we go above, 220, 230 for certain players. We won't have, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players all above 200k. That won't happen. It absolutely won't happen. Liverpool won't allow that, unlike other teams. But we'll have that one or two or three players where they will be over that. Now you look at it at the minute. I think it's Mo. I think Mo, Thiago, and Virgil are the ones over or 200k and above at the minute, as far as I know. Ali, I think, is on 180 a week. But I think Mo, Thiago, and Virgil are the ones on 200 plus at the club. So, yeah, for me, I don't think any of our players are like that, personally. And again, it for me, I think pretty much Liverpool don't have these types of players. They don't have the Paul Pogbas that will bitch and moan and cry about it, personally. Anyway, but again, people will say things, but again, I don't think Liverpool do have the people like that. Anyway, a good start to the job for Ward, as well as Chris. We won the league, hardly signing anyone in that summer. No, I think we signed Minamino, was it, in January? I think Adrian come in, and that was about it. I think when we won the league, I'm not even that sure. I still believe we will do a deal for Bellingham this summer for next year. Hopefully, John. Bloody hopefully. Did Virgil van Dijk look pissed off on his social media? I don't think so. No, I don't think he did. I don't know what that's about though, Chris. I don't know, Chris. Sorry, John. I don't know what that's about. I know he's with Kevin De Bruyne yesterday. You know, with Calvin Harris as well. But no, I didn't see anything yesterday about him being pissed off or anything. Seth Vandenberg was the only summer signing. Seth Vandenberg, yeah, Jesus Christ. Be interesting what happens with him next season, whether or not he'll be sold or let go on loan, because he's come back from Preston now, hasn't he? So yeah, and by the looks of things, Preston can't afford him, by the looks of things. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I think Seth Vandenberg he's still only like what, 60. Well, not 16. I think he's about 19 now, isn't he? Seb Vanderberg. Let's have a look. Seb Vanderberg, 20. So he's still very, very young. But he feels around. It feels like he's been around forever now, isn't he? For Seb Vanderberg. But yeah, Jesus Christ. I wonder if he might go to a Bournemouth or somewhere like that for next season. I'm not sure. In terms of Salah's new deal, saying congratulations to him. No, I don't think. I don't think he was pissed off. I think he was just on holiday. To be fair, anyway, I'm glad Mo stays longer at Liverpool, and he resigned the contract to stay. Well, underscore, again, it's brilliant, isn't it? The fact that Mo is here to stay for another 3 years, and Ronaldo's off. At Manchester United, he's off to go and cry to a Champions League club anyway. It'd be interesting. I think Chelsea are going to go in for him. Again, we've spoken about, um, Chelsea now having a striker because of Lukaku going. Again, where does Ronaldo go? If you're looking at Champions League clubs, there isn't many out there right now that would want a 37 going on 38-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. They won't, especially with the wages he's demanding as well. Quite clearly, they don't. Juventus ran him out of the club. United want to keep him, but he wants to run out the club. So yeah, again, where does he go? But yeah, it's laughable, isn't it? He was over the moon. He's over the moon. Salah signed a new deal along with the rest of the players. Yeah, exactly. I think as well. I think it did have effect on a lot of the team as well, and Mo included. The uncertainty about it, the fact that Mo's in his final year of his deal. Will he sign? Won't he sign? But he's here to stay, and it's phenomenal to see. Anyway, and look, I hope to God, we talk about Mo and Darwin about them two for the Golden Boot next year. Hopefully, it can be a 2-horse race for them too, but of course, benefiting the team altogether anyway. But guys, we are going to leave it there for tonight anyway. Actually, no, we won't. If anyone has any questions, we'll do. I think I have the Q&A thing. Yeah, we'll do the Q&A question thing for the last 5 minutes. If anyone has any questions, could be football related, anything related, just leave them in the chat. And yeah, we'll answer them. We do it, after every show, or nearly after any show, as well. But yeah, if you've got any questions, just let us know. I know this isn't a pot noodle mug, it's just a cup, but I need a drink, so I do apologize. But yeah, to answer Brian's question, Chelsea, that would be pretty funny. Yeah, I think Chelsea, Brian. I think Chelsea is the one for Ronaldo. If you look at it, chat as well, like for me, if you look at it, there isn't any other Champions League, because it isn't the fact of joining any club. He doesn't want to go to the MLS. He doesn't want to go to any Qatar clubs or anything like that. He wants Champions League football. What Champions League club is out there that could pay Cristiano Ronaldo's fee and then wage? There isn't a lot. PSG, but PSG are currently getting investigated for, well, they're currently getting investigated for breaching FFP. So could they do that? Potentially not, but it wouldn't shock me. Don't get me wrong, it would not shock me, but yeah, by the looks of things, they can't do it. But yeah, it would be funny, wouldn't it? Brilliant show, mate. Brilliant show, Con. Mate, thank you, John. Anyway, but we'll be heading off in about 5 minutes. But we'll do a little Q&A thing for 5 minutes. When you get in your ass up to Glasgow with the rest of the guys. With the rest of the guys for the weekend. Don't know. We'll have to try and sort something out. We will try and have to sort something out. Hopefully. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe we should try and do it in international breaks. Then there's no footy missed, or do it when a big game's on or wherever. Top scorer for next season, Mohamed Salah. Not changing my mind on that. I think it'll be. Top 3 will be Salah, Haaland, and Nunes. I think personally. Breakout player in the league. What for next season? Breakout player for next season. I have to think about that. We're talking about Liverpool. I think if we're talking about Liverpool, I'd say Harvey Elliott over a season. Because I don't think we saw him brilliantly for 4 games and then obviously quiet off. But if we're talking about overall league, I don't even know. I wouldn't have a clue, to be fair, Bry. Yeah, it'd be an interesting one. I'll leave her in the comments. If you come back at the end of the show, I'll have a little think, and then I'll leave her in the comments. And I'll have to as well, Bry, as well. But yeah, breakout player of the rest of the league. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, but guys, we are going to leave it there anyway for tonight. Anyway, like I did say, there isn't going to be any show tomorrow unless there's anything breaking, anything breaking news anyway of sorts. But if there is, we'll be first to let you know. We'll be first to be live as well. But for me, hopefully we'll be back on Monday. We'll be talking about the youth of Liverpool. We'll be having a look at certain players, first team. We'll be having a look a little bit less as well. Maybe we'll look into the academy as well, look who's there or thereabouts. But we'll mainly look at first team youngsters as well. What of a big season it could be for them on Monday anyway. We'll be looking at that. And then, of course, Monday onwards, then the Reds are back. They're back in training on Monday. So we'll be having loads of content about that. And there'll probably be loads to speak about as well throughout the week as well. But hopefully, guys, you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. If you guys want to, check us out on Twitter or talk to us on Twitter, we're pretty much on there whenever. So, yeah, guys, if you want to, just have a, if there's anything newsworthy or anything, breaking up or breaking on there anyway, I'll be on there. We'll be on here as well straight away. And if you're new around here, viewing us for the first time, if you could, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. We have fallen a bit out of the algorithm over the last couple of days, so apologies for that, and apologies for like COVID. I managed for 2 years to get away from it, and sadly, it caught up with me. So yeah, fingers crossed it'll all be gone now on Monday, and yeah, we could just keep the videos going for what will be one hell of a season. Hopefully for the mighty Reds anyway. But big thank you to everyone in the chat. John says, all go, oh, the piss of the tour, Ibrox, Celtic Park. And yes, stay here, mate. Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll figure something out. We'll try and figure something out. Anyway, for the next the next time we all go up anyway. Brian, that is brilliant. Night out. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll try and sort something out. And yeah, fingers crossed we can do it anyway. But guys, please stay safe, please stay well. Hopefully we'll see you all Monday anyway. But until next time, guys, that is going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. See you all then. Ta-ra.